Okay, so there's two things I want to document today. One is that I was young once, so I know what goes on in a young person's head. I can relate to that. As well as how now in the 21st century it's coupled with the smartphone generation and what, I didn't make this up, what I call ASB. I said I call it. Why I said I didn't make it up is because I looked up the acronym and it exists on Acronym Finder. ASB is attention seeking behavior. I'm guilty, at least I was guilty of that previously. Example would be, just off the top of my head, when you're in a group and someone goes, I feel sick, but they're not sick. Or someone who's just loud, right? Who has to answer every question, who has to be seen to be speaking all the time in order to not feel alone, who can't enjoy the silences, who feel disconnected when they're not talking, who can't just sit back and respond. They're the kind of people that probably just talk throughout in a cinema when you're watching a movie, scene to scene. It's like, what happened there? Oh, I bet he's gonna go in there. Did he really do that? That kind of person. Another part is, so this is what happened in class the other day. This person I know, in a scene we were doing, played a character where it was a hey look at me kind of character. I'm so good, I'm a great actor, kind of bravado kind of thing. That's not what it's about. You're meant to be serving the story. It's not about you. You are just a vessel conveying a story. And I don't think there's been a single class where he's attended where he hasn't just cracked up and giggled to probably break the tension in his mind. So there was that. And then we got split up into different groups, and I don't know, before we even did the scene, he was busy talking to one of his friends while we were trying to work out the blocking. And then when it comes to his part, I have to re-explain it to him. So if you put that into like a set situation when the director is giving you a direction, that's just one, disrespectful, and two, not professional to be doing that. Because you're given the keys to the kingdom at that point. You're given direction by someone who knows what they're doing, by someone, okay, there was no director per se, but just we're trying to construct the scene together. And even though your part of the scene may be locked down or at the end or whatever, you still need to pay attention to what's going on. Otherwise you don't get the full picture, you don't get the full story, you don't know your beats. So all this I'm saying, yes, it annoys me, but that just puts more logs on the fire for me. And that just means that I have to be even better and to never succumb to this kind of stupidity. Let me just need this. So then it's a different scene and we get split up into different groups. I'm studying what my group is doing, right? So that I get an overall picture of when I should come in to that scene. So he's done with his group, joking and whatever, and comes over to me and starts asking me how I'm doing. I say to him, look, I'm working. He's not responsive. He's not, to a point, respectful of the fact that we're in class. It's not a break situation. So, I think that's my package. 1 second.